Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for game two in our best of three, our first of the day. Welcome back to Tech Labs. It's the grand finals for 2013. We're getting ready for next year's even bigger Tech Labs event. They haven't announced the details yet, but from what I've been hearing, it sounds pretty fantastic. I'm LDP on the summit. I'm joined here today by Lysander as well, casting with me from Singapore. It's Power Rangers versus VP. Currently Power Rangers, they may not have the name recognition, but they currently have the 1-0 advantage. They're looking good as we head into game two. Lysander, how you doing?
Hey, game two. Game one was
Hey.
pretty funny, pretty good. My mic okay? Hopefully my mic's okay for this one. But yeah, like you said, Virtus Pro, they made this mistake of picking Lifestealer first the last game, and now Power Rangers is doing exactly just that. So I don't know what Power Rangers are thinking. Hopefully they don't do something silly and run a solo call with that first pick. But Virtus Pro, they go for supports this time. They go Crystal Maiden, Darkseer, and CM. Seems to be the goal of the month, I think.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think the Lifestealer first pick was actually the mistake last game. It seemed more like they first picked Lifestealer, and then Power Rangers picked a perfect lineup to counter him, and then even though they could have gone back for another farmer and semi-car late game, they chose not to do so. And then on top of that, their execution was lacking. But I definitely agree. If the enemy team picks like Bane as well as Batrider, just a lineup sort of like custom, or not Batrider, Clockwork, just like and a Razor, like a lineup custom tailored to really shut down Lifestealer, then maybe you would get another farmer, someone who can dish out the damage. But VP go Crystal Maiden Darkseer. Darkseer is decent versus Lifestealer. Crystal Maiden is just food, so far I would say still okay for Power Rangers.
Yeah, and they ban out Storm Spirit, so they ban out all the Lifestealer Trons, ever ban all of them, so they ban the ones they don't really want to deal with, which is a Puck, which is a Storm, all very powerful at picking off people through disables, instead of damage, which the Queen of Pain does offer, and probably would be the choice here for Power Rangers, unless they give G his Quap now.
Yeah, I do like the Bane ban a lot here. I think that's like the most important ban from this draft, but yeah, the Storm, the Puck both get banned out, so Lifestealer vehicles are a bit scarce, you might say. I guess the question is, do they just rely on Clockwork here? There is still a Batrider available. What do you think? Do you think it's a Batrider game, or do you think Power Rangers should just forget about the Lifestealer bombs and go for just more like farmers and mid-game to late-game potential?
Oh well, I think you should never forget the Lifestealer bomb, because it's one of the powers of Lifestealer. It's like saying, oh well, I'll play Naga, but I never use Song to initiate. Something like that. It's like cutting off an arm, but Lifestealer already has Clockwork for that. So, Batrider, I wouldn't say he's necessary. You could go for something more flexible to suit your playstyle. And now the Shadow Demon really does make the Batrider a lot less desirable. But CM Shadow Demon, I'm not seeing it. It might hint towards G Mirana.
Yeah, this is a very weird combo, and that's a great point, is you pick Shadow Demon here. If you're just running a Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon is a traditional support duo. I mean, why, to be honest? Like, Shadow Demon's good versus Lifestealer, but then you have to go back to the CM pick and say, you picked that with your first two. What does it really bring to the table? I mean, she can jungle, but there was still a Chen in the pool. They've gone back for a Darkseer who can also be taking advantage of the jungle. So as a support duo on paper, it feels a bit awkward, but... Oh. Whoops. I just lost my monitor somehow. Oh no. What is going on? I hit the sleep button somehow, and look, this keyboard has a sleep button. I blame the keyboard, guys. You see right here, it's a sleep button. But I'm not sure how that happened. We'll try and... I think I'm gonna hit the power button here, and let's see if it comes back on. Oh no. The hell is this keyboard? This is like the biggest fail in my casting history, I think.
No, it's on.
It is on, but we don't have any video. We might...
God damn.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the door alarm is going off right now. It's just a cluster up here at Beyond the Summit. Do apologize. I may have to restart the casting computer real quickly, in which case I don't have Lysander because he's not on Skype, so you may just not get to watch the game for a few moments. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, Kawa. I'm just gonna restart it, I think. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed DK vs Alliance. I was trying to watch the game during the break. I know most of you are probably coming from there. It was a fantastic best of three, but unfortunately, yeah, I'm just restarting the computer. So, yep, we should be coming back on. Hopefully, I get the video back. I don't even know what to say. I have never in my life. Normally, when you sleep a computer, you hit the power button and it comes out of sleep, but this one does not. So I do have video back. We just have to reboot the computer, log into Dota 2. I blame gods who definitely replaced our keyboards that don't have sleep buttons. That's the. Oh my god, this is the biggest. This is the biggest failfish moment of my casting life. Actually, I've cast before. I've had the overlays up back when I used to do XSplit cast, and I just left the draft overlay up during the actual game. Like the first 5 minutes, it was a game that everyone wanted to watch. I think it was a Navi match like a year ago, but I think this actually tops that. So computer has rebooted, guys, and we'll do our best to get back in the game as quickly as possible. Do apologize for my incompetence for this keyboard. I'm gonna call Lysander back so he can fill us in as we're rebooting into the game. Do apologize once again, but this one takes the cake. Let's see if he picks up.
Hi.
Okay, so I don't know if you're watching the stream, Lysander, but there is a sleep button on my keyboard.
It's banned.
I'm just gonna disband.
Yes.
I have never in my life, like, I didn't even know keyboards could have sleep buttons except for laptops, and well, at least there's this reconnect feature. If this was Warcraft 3, can you imagine? Like, cast's over, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching the draft, and we see Disruptor this time. It looks like there's a reversal of roles, but this time Power Ranger, they pick up the Viper and Virtus Pro. That's what we see the Shadow Demon for. Shadow Demon Slaughter. Pretty well-known combo. Slaughter needs to close the distance. Shadow Demon does that for him. It's same why you pick up a Shadow Demon Sand King. And Slaughter, interesting. And now that Viper comes out, I think Virtus Pro are on a downhill trip from here. And the middle lane is gonna be really nasty for G as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Chat's sorry to derail again, but chat's just saying that, oh, it's lucky that OGN had so many issues today. No one will care. I'd like to think that people will still care, but yeah, Viper gets picked up by Power Rangers, as you were sort of hinting at. I like this dual core lineup. Now, even if Virtus Pro goes back for like the Razor, if they wanted to go Bane, which he's actually banned, it's not as effective against 2-3 carries. They go back for Enigma as well. Greedy draft now from Power Rangers.
Nice.
Pretty greedy, I gotta say.
I think they're fine. I think they're absolutely fine. Virtus Pro, they don't have tower taking power. They don't have that great early game. Okay, they have good early game, I guess. They have CM, they have Slaughter. But I think Power Rangers can hold the line. One thing they lack is anti-push. And if Virtus Pro decides to group up and smash, and I think they might have problems, but if you let PR sit for about 10-20 minutes, I think things go downhill. Viper counters Slaughter so hard, it's not even funny.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. They are a bit lacking anti-push, but at the same time, it's like you said, VP just can't really push that hard, to be honest. They can creep skip with the Darkseer. Maybe we see some early smoke ganks towards the Enigma, but he can always just try and dodge those. Go aggressive jungle, and then their solos. It's a Clockwork, Lifestealer, very tanky solos. FNG will be the first one scouted out here, but he should be okay, so I feel like VP, they've got their work cut out for them. And if I'm PR, I see these 5 heroes in my jungle, and I say, you know what, my Enigma's going to your jungle, and we're just going to dodge your tri-lane. And it looks like that is exactly what PR is doing. So I love the way they're looking to adjust, and I think VP really are, I wouldn't say in a pickle, but they've got a lot of work to do. Meanwhile, I did miss FNG almost dying top, but...
How did 5 heroes not kill them?
I thought they were just going to back, but they dove for that, I guess.
No crush came out, so I think they were a little bit late on that uptake.
Okay.
Oh, CM went Frostbite first, which is the main problem.
I have my hands full just not trying to sleep my computer this game, so if I miss a kill or two, I do apologize, but well, that being said, let's introduce our teams. If you're just joining us, guys, it's game 2 of a best of 3. PR on the dire side. They actually took game 1. They may not be the big name in this event, but they are a team that's threatening to finish top 3 and knock VP out of the tournament. It's an elimination match this series. J4 on your Enigma. On the off lane, it'll be Moon playing the Lifestealer. He was the Razor last game, I believe. Towards the mid lane, we have ZXC handling your Viper. Tough matchup for him against this G Razor, who's already looking to take advantage of that 1v1. FNG, your support Disruptor, and that does leave CHS as the Clockwork.
Alright, so Virtus Pro on the Radiant side, hopefully more luck this time round. Light of Heaven will be on the Darkseer top lane, G will be on the Razor middle. It will be CM jungling NS, and there'll be Resistance playing up that hard carry Slaughter, and AA Oh, ars-art. It's gonna play the Shadow Demon. Yep, gonna be the dual pair once again. And yeah, ZSC gonna be playing that Green Ranger in the middle lane, but he's okay, I think. He'll get zoned out by G, but the poison does a whopping amount of damage. You can really see the corrosive skin as well as the poison. And now with the buff, the poison attack. Look at him, he's just alt walking G, half health, more damage taken.
Yeah, I think this is a good reason to consider just maxing your poison attack, if anything. That damage can't be leached. I mean, you still have Nether Toxin regardless, but you want to get him low first before Nether Toxin kicks in, so...
Let's look at that.
Yeah, G's like, well, I'm supposed to just dominate these 1v1s, but Viper hero, I think that cares less about the damage being stolen than most other solos.
Yeah, the Viper has to be careful because he's one of the slowest heroes in the game when dealing with the Razor. Razor isn't exactly the fastest, but Razor's a full 10 MS ahead of him. So he has to be careful not to get too caught out on the other side of the river. If G picks up boots early, decides to run him down, he could die.
He actually, I think he started with boots and was pulled like a Tangos or something, because he's already got Salve and boots online. So generally we see this, like, actually in the Chinese scene you would see like the Razor versus OD matchup, like both players would start going boots because first Razor goes boots to try and punish OD, and then OD started going boots to counter the Razor boots first. So now the pooling's not as strong, it's not as popular, but here we go mid.
Get the sap ready? No, he didn't go for the sap first, so it's just gonna be an old kill. But I think it's gonna be an easy kill here. Frostbite as well as the first hit. Easy kill there. With the double damage, they finally give G a little bit of breathing space. Take revenge. ZSC had a lot of health the last game. This time it's G's turn.
I like this early movement a lot from VP. You gave away a pretty greedy draft for PR, and if you don't punish it with constant aggression, you walk into the mid game and they just have the flat out like better team fight, better late game. All their heroes scale quite well, aside from maybe Disruptor, but they don't have like an anti-mage, but just across the board, I think PR have the more solid and well-rounded draft if it goes late. So I'd like to see them keep the aggression up. They don't have to smoke constantly, but at least once every few minutes. And you already see Shadow Demon. He's bought another smoke, and they'll be looking to gank again fairly soon.
Yeah, PRC has decided to go away from poison attack, go for more points. Nether Toxin.
Top lane, Light of Heaven, taking a lot of damage here. He does have a Surge available. I don't know if he's even going to run. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's going to run. Okay. Surge, good stuff. But yeah, the Viper, he has gone for 2 points Nether Toxin. It's good, but in the laning phase, I think you only really need 1 point in Nether Toxin, especially against Razor. He doesn't really have high right-click power. You only need 1 Nether Toxin to actually deal with this Razor. But maybe it's because of the Razor's sap. Really going for 3 points is static link. So looking to zone him out.
I guess thinking about it a little more, like, you get the poison attack damage no matter what. Nether Toxin, you only get that damage when they're already low. But to get them low, you have to right-click them. And if your right-clicks don't hit very hard, which they don't when your damage is stolen, I don't know if you actually get them low. So to me, this is like the worst build for the lane. I think actually maxing the orb would be better here for damage, but
3 points. He's trying to overcompensate because the damage coming from Nether Toxin cannot be stolen.
Yeah,
so
but he's got to get there where it actually kicks in. At the same time, though, even if he loses the lane, his thought process might be, this will help me more in the team fights later on when I set up.
Oh, TP support here from Disruptor. I think they're sick and tired of G here, but without poison attack, I don't think they can kill. 3 points Nether Toxin is not going to help. He has to wait till Viper Strike. And even so, the better off-walking skill here, Crystal Nova, poison attack.
Where's that Disruptor? He just started walking bottom right as they dive ZXC. He'll be okay. Barely, though.
Surprise? G didn't go for that, actually.
There's a Malefice available, but it's only the level 1 orb. Oh, if that's a level 2 or 3 orb, I think they actually get that kill. And that would be a big kill to pick up, but to be honest, like you generally want at least 2 points in orb just to solo kill somebody, because then you can actually kite them and stay in range, but the 1 point is just not enough.
You generally need 3 in my experience, but now Resistance, he's gonna sprint away, no mana cost. Now could glimpse him back home. Glimpse, no crush, he eats a crush.
Glimpse? No range. It's only level 1.
Why would he eat a crush? Very greedy there, I think. He could have just glimpsed him back to moon.
And then kinetic fielded, yeah.
Open wounds, yeah. Very greedy there. Gets a crush, takes a lot of damage because of that 1 armor. And now, 1 and 0.
So, looking at the way the lanes are developing, this is going really well for VP. They end up dodging, they force out 2 heroes to rotate mid, Disruptor's just camping mid, and they haven't done anything to slow down this Razor. He's sitting at 22-7 to the 13-3 of Viper, way ahead there. Your Slardar's farming freely in the safe lane, dominating the Lifestealer 1v1. And now that he's got points in Amplify damage, like, as a Lifestealer, you can't really lane against this anymore. So they turn to top lane, where Light of Heaven may end up going down here. CHS looking for the solo kill, he'll get it. That's big, because otherwise I was going to say they're losing all 3 lanes, and they might even be like breaking even on the jungle war, but
Radiant's top
Now
tower
it's
is
going a
under
bit better
attack.
for PR.
Viper Strike is available now, so if G gets a little bit too fancy with his positioning, he could get caught out. But oh no, Observer Ward, Sports FNG. So FNG is wasting his time right here. It's leeching XP as well, and ZSC, he's losing the last hit war. He is, yes, he is losing the last hit war, 14 to 25.
Really
26.
badly. And they're actually going on mid again. They picked up 2 smokes here. The one that ars-art Bart's still in his shop.
Oh, Shadow Demon in trouble.
Oh!
Back.
Well,
Nice
Moon
hit.
almost went down bottom lane. Barely gonna live, but now ZXC. Yeah, diving ars-art, diving at S. This could be 2 heroes dead.
Oh yeah, hook shot. So that's 2. Oh no, Crystal Maiden, so speedy with the boots. Viper.
No
moves to
TP
the
though.
wrong side.
I don't know where
Yeah.
she's going. And S, place a deep ward. Hide, my friend. Tango.
Dire's
Hide.
middle
He's just
tower
stalling
is under
here. He
attack.
knows he's dead. Unless they saw he had no
Why
TP.
would you come out? No, why would you come out? No,
Radiant's
don't
top
come out.
tower
It was gonna be
is
next
under
level. He might get the kill.
Shit. Oh shit, what a player.
Oh, how sad is this disruptor right now? How sad is he? He's so
Bible.
sad.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
If I'm that disruptor and this is a pub game, I'm just like, I don't want to play this game anymore. Let's go next.
Yeah, I'm interested to know your abandons in pubs, LD.
I only have like 20 or 30 abandons in like, I don't know, 1,500 to 2,000 games or something. So it's not that bad.
Yeah, well, you're not that bad.
I'm definitely not abandoned free though. I think there's a few people I've seen who have like 1 abandon in like 2,000 games. It's like you're a robot. You're not a human being. There's some
Yeah.
games, Lysander, that I think just you should not have to play.
Oh, Glimpse. It's not gonna save Disruptor. He's gonna die again. Crystal Nova. G is gonna get easy pickings here, and yeah. Under the weather indeed.
These supports are doing a lot of work. I mean, we mentioned Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon, kind of an awkward support duo, but if you're this effective and this aggressive early on, then I think it does pay off. At the same time, PR leading 4-3 now. They get another kill bottom.
Yeah. Oh, haste rune for the clockwork. He has haste. This could be big. Amplify damage does scout him out now. I'm not so sure why he pops the haste while under amplify, but no, he's
He
gonna
can go
for
mid
it
anyway.
Big
Can they
monster.
hook here?
Crystal did. Oh, nice
Dire's
dodge.
middle tower
Well,
is under
splits the wickets there. I don't think he wanted to, but
No purge.
no purge yet. That'll be it.
And this level 1 poison attack is annoying me as much as level 1 heal is. Poison heroes, man. What is with PR and your poison heroes?
I mean, this is like sort of your normal Viper build if you've got a lot of setup, because this is the maximum like tank and damage build. Nether Toxin is going to do more for you than poison attack if your team can keep heroes locked down, but it's considering that he's been on his own a lot, it does feel a little bit odd. But now we're approaching the mid game, and I think as long as he's got Clockwork, Enigma setting him up, then it should be the maximum DPS build.
Yeah, it should. But the poison attack does a lot of damage.
It's true.
And it slows a lot as well. It's an anti-carry kind of thing. When I say Viper is counters Slaughter, it's because of how crippling Slaughter gets. He already sacrificed his tankability for speed, and every time you poison attack him, he just slows to a crawl. So you're pretty much making Sprint Shadow Demon Soul Catcher onto himself. So that's what you picked the Viper for. That's what I think he picked the Viper for anyway. But
Yeah, I
he's
definitely
playing that
agree.
thing.
And looking at the damage coming out for VP in the mid and the late game, they have Amplify damage, they have Soul Catcher, so like kind of some unusual ways to get physical damage and just to kill heroes. But beyond that, I mean, their right click is pretty much just, and their damage output is Razor stealing damage or Slardar farming like 4 or 5 items. Right now, he's gone Vip Booster and Treads. By the way, he has been spotted walking in the trees here by this Observer Ward, but they're going to smoke, and they might get an opportunity for a kill here.
Glimpse is Slaughter. Alright, so Glimpse is Slaughter, this should be okay. And now they're gonna turn around. AA in big trouble. I say that, he's not in big trouble. Just kidding. Enigma, Black Hole! Oh, catches 4 of them in the early game. That's a huge one. But where's the follow-up? No follow-up to catch up here. And now J4, he is going to be crying about that. Guys, I had the perfect Black Hole, but you gave G a triple kill. And well, this is not gonna look good. I say PR outdrafted VP, but it doesn't seem like it at this point.
Yeah, well, you can outdraft the team, but then if you just take bad engagements, well, you're gonna end up dropping
Skill
the game.
difference.
And this Slardar is a beast right now. He had a 2-hero crush there. He like literally didn't even take damage during that entire black hole. Vanguard now complete.
Yeah, and another thing the chat has been pointing out about Moon is that he had, up till now, I think he got some last hits on the tower, but he was sitting at 5 last hits. They were asking if he's playing position 5.
That Crystal Maiden was getting more out of the jungle for the early laning stages. That is very true. And in fact, look at the CS now. She's not far behind. Some of those are jungle creeps, but some of them are the big creeps. And net worth-wise, sure, down 1,000 gold. But that's kind of a concern when one of your key farmers has, like, literally no items. And then your Viper, not doing so well himself. In fact, it's the Enigma who's got to lead the charge here for PR, rather. Sitting at 1,000 net worth after the Ogre Club. VP do have kind of like a snowball-y lineup, though. They need to be having this good start just to stay in the game, and I still feel PR, the kind of lineup that...
Oh, Perch, middle lane, Viper, bye-bye. He tries to do some Viper.
It's okay.
But he's not gonna...
No.
Yeah, he can't even attack in Frostbite now because of that change to up walking.
It's
So,
not okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay at
7-4.
all.
Dire's top tower
AA drops
is
to half
under
health because of
attack.
Viper Strike, but he's not gonna mind too much. He's just gonna back off there. Could be given a tango by CM, but I think Mech is up. Yeah, Mech is up for Light of Heaven, and this time round they can go for timing pushes.
And they,
No
yeah,
backle.
they've got the mech, as you mentioned. Level 7 on the Shadow Demon. These supports, you compare them to the PR support Disruptor. He's level 4. Level 4 Disruptor. That is just... This hero is just food. I don't know what F&G can even do.
CM was food.
Yeah, this CM's a boss. NS
Yes.
playing like one right now.
Yeah, CM, I told you, girl the month. She has been doing all that work. She's been making headlines as well.
Yeah, CM's been one of the, like, the standout supports of this patch, I feel, along with, I mean, Venomancer, the other big, like, rising star as far as patches go.
Nah, he's not. Everyone's playing one Gale, so...
Well, not everyone. A lot of teams.
But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, Venomancer has been really good. This counts as a lot of playing initiators and amplify damage.
Oh, NS takes a poison attack, just casually struts out.
Radiant's top
Could have
tower
gotten
is under
glimpse there, I
attack.
think.
Yeah, I don't know. This is just one of those, like, awkward games where I feel like PR are just kind of unsure of themselves. They don't know if they should be fighting, if they should be backing off. The Lifestealer for Moon has gone for a very late Midas. And I feel like for PR, I mean, this does obviously give them more late game, but I think they're struggling a lot now. And if you go for a Midas, that means a VP just keep on fighting. What can you really offer? They're going to go on Moon top lane. He's got a Rage TP, and he should be okay.
G's gonna take a lot of damage here. He's only got level 1 plasma fuel. Might want to max that up. Does a lot of damage to the very low level supports here on Power Rangers. Just throwing it out could get some collateral damage.
Oh man, ZXC. Every
He's
time
getting armor.
every time I turn around, it's either the Lifesteal or the Viper. These are supposed to be like your tanky mid-game carries that just charge in and win fights, but every time I see them, they're the ones just getting beaten up on. It's some, like, yeah, karma and just justice going the other way against them this game.
Yeah. Disruption, that was a very nice body block. They disrupted into Darkseer's Surge Iron Shell and just stuck him in Warcraft.
Need a glimpse, it's too late, the crush comes out, that should be the kill. FNG is dead.
Easy game for G
Look
right
at
now.
this Flutter, he's back in. He got glimpse back.
Yeah, he's gonna get a kill.
YOLO
G steals
indeed.
it. G steals it. And he's gonna get another one as well. Is that another triple kill? No, it's not. The Cox will keep him out. But G is having a great game right now. This is gonna be in trouble.
Hookshot already used, there's no way to catch the resistance. He'll retreat out with ease.
Sprint is so good now.
By the way, I do just want to point out the wards right now for VP, because this is very unusual. They have 4 Observer wards near the middle lane.
Screw middle.
Yeah, like, as though it wasn't already hard enough for the Viper. I mean, now it's even
Yeah.
harder.
Yeah, some of them are timing out, so maybe just
Dire's
preemptive
bottom
ones.
tower has fallen.
That is literally a middle finger directed straight at the Viper.
Yeah. G went to the briefing room, the war room, whatever. It's like, guys, I don't care what you do. Next game, I better not lose that guy. And it turns out well for him. He's 7-0 right now. Aghanim Scepter in the near future. 1.6k gold in his bank, about 1.5, 1.4 more. And with this tower, he's gonna be very close. And Aghanim Scepter 16 minutes in, I think it's gonna be unbearable.
That's like, yeah, that's like a GG level of farm. And speaking of GG, well, VP up 7.5k gold, up 7.5k experience. PR, the big thing for me is that their supports are very level and farm dependent, and you've got a Disruptor, still no Static Storm. We're 15.5 minutes in. FNG is just food now. He's gonna get caught out potentially by a Crush. Look at that Crush! Half his health immediately.
Yeah, but he's not dead yet. Hookshot flies in, Light of Heaven. Yeah, well, he's gonna go down. Or maybe not. back. Oh, he backs both of them in. Enigma, surprise. The fish doesn't like you. He beats him up. Slaughter brings down Enigma. Lie of Heaven running away with a little bit of HP, 100 health left. CM manning up against Clockwork. How often do you see this? And Cox will push him away. And CHS will get out of there alive. But meanwhile, Lifestealer in a lot of trouble. Monster kill here for G. That would have been a lot more awesome with the Korean announcer.
What is
Have
her
you heard
name?
it?
It's Simba?
Dire's middle
Is it called
tower is
Simba?
under attack.
What's
The Korean announcer.
yeah, what's like the name for it?
No. You have to change it in your settings, the launch options.
Okay, yeah, but like there's a name for the Korean announcer, I think.
I don't know.
Symbia or something? Simba? Like the Lion King?
I don't know. And CHS, this is a bad move.
Is it? G's jumping pretty fast here. There's no hook shot available though. G, who's gonna fall first? It is gonna be G. The plays.
Big money.
Holla holla. But here comes the resist. This Slardar is too fat to fail. That is not like any fish I've ever eaten.
That RNG bash. Bash? Crystal Maiden?
Crystal Maiden? KS? No KS.
He already used his Crystal Nova, so.
Meanwhile, it looks like ars-art tried to disrupt the Viper, but
He disrupted himself.
yeah,
Panic and
double tapped, and oh, that's personally something I like to try and avoid doing whenever possible.
Yeah, double tapping Grave as Dazzle is the worst.
Yeah, I don't like the double tap ability feature. I tend to turn that off. I just find I double tap by mistake too much.
You really want that double tap. 17 minutes, Aghanim Scepter Razor.
I mean, in theory, it shouldn't happen, but in practice, it's like you press the Q button, you try and click on their hero, you miss, and then you just start hitting Q again, and you end up double tapping it. It's a sad times for your support player.
Yep. And Slaughter with Blink, he can just hop onto some guy and just crush him. And apart from CHS,
Dire's bottom tower
Lifestealer,
is
I think
under
all of them
attack.
die.
I don't think they can. Can they defend towers, I guess, is the question. There's no BKB yet on your Enigma. Even if he gets it, there's so much physical damage to bring him down. Meanwhile, Slardar was diving deep for this, but gets glimpsed back. Can they kill him?
Oh, nice. This is nice. They used the ultimate, so they're gonna kill him, I think. Oh no, vacuum out! Great vacuum. And now Lifestealer, he's trying to go ham. The Slaughter goes down. Black hole, looking for Light of Heaven, but push onto Enigma. Enigma's just gonna run here. Light of Heaven, get us out of there alive, so the gods favoring him this time round. NS in trouble. Is Buddha's throw happening? I don't know, but G, he's going ham here on the Viper, but he's getting
Still got a
slowed
black
down.
hole? No! Oh no! No! What was that?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, G, the hero of the match. 11-1 right now.
I just want to point out these HP bars for VP. I mean, that really was almost a colossal throw. They're up 10k gold, 10k experience. G was in with like 20 health of dying.
Radiant's middle
Same for
tower
your
is
Shadow
under
Demon,
attack.
who's now double earned himself back to a decent amount of HP. My goodness.
That would have been Verda's throw, the chat's
Radiant's middle
best
tower is
nickname.
under attack.
Well, VP does have the tendency. They throw a lot, actually. I think they do, yeah, they throw a lot. At least the games I've watched.
Yeah,
They-
well, this
they-
new roster, but like the old VP I felt was a lot more stable, but they've really, I still feel like they're really struggling to find their identity and their footing. Meanwhile, though, we'll see a casual, oh, what? Stuff, not gonna happen.
And, oh, they can't resist him, man.
Yuck.
Puns everywhere. I heard your
Okay.
G pun that earlier as well, so.
What was my G pun?
Oh, G has got a GG amount of farm.
That was, I can't believe you even repeated that. That wasn't even supposed to be a pun. That was just one dumb thing that I said that I immediately regret my decision to say that. Especially when you repeated it like that.
Alright.
Top
Moon,
lane.
he's in trouble. You use rage to farm, you're gonna pay, and he pays. Lifestealer, bash. Oh, nice vacuum timing.
Yeah, that
So
was
no
a really nice vac. Otherwise, he could have infested there, but you do get like temporarily disabled while you're being vac back in and not able to get the
Dire's
infest
top
off.
tower is under attack.
Yep, and J4, he has tried for some big black holes, but I think after that 4-man black hole with no follow-up, I think he kind of emote and doesn't want to do much anymore.
And now they're gonna group up and just take this top tower. 5 heroes grouped up. PR are just so far
Dire's
behind,
top
it's
tower is
absurd
under
at this
attack.
point. They're down 10k gold,
Radiant's bottom
14k
tower is under
experience.
attack.
I think it's time for VP to just threaten to break the high ground. They've got the Ags up on the
Dire's
Razor, the
top tower
Vanguard and
is
Blinkdagger
falling.
have been up on the Slardar. Your CM's gone back for a Midas. I would honestly kind of like just to see a 4-staff now and just try and win the game right now, but Well, they do show up their late game here. We'll have a quick pause, but it feels to
Franker's
me
E.
it feels to me like we're headed to a game 3 though. It does feel that way.
I think so too. 20-7. Hey, you never know. It's Russian Dota. Anything could happen. But I cursed them. I said PR outdrafted VP, and they're getting crushed. I cursed them so bad. I feel bad now.
I don't know. I don't feel too bad for VP. They're still in this game at least. They'll try and hang on for now. In comes the entire team of PR, but it looks like VP are trying to force this fight. They popped the Aghanim's ultimate on Razor. No creep support though. I think they gotta wait. And they might back off since this Ag's ult. They've got like one more wave with it, and then it's gonna be done. So we'll see if they push here.
And well, yeah, sharp 1G. He has Aghanim Scepter, like we said, and it's actually chipping away at the creep wave. So now he's gonna hit the tower very soon. And oh, Slaughter, he comes in, crushes nothing. The Static Storm will bring down Light of Heaven Disruption. Will he get out again this time? Is his inner Houdini gonna work? Is he gonna get out? No, he doesn't. And they will bring down Viper. That's 2 kills for G. That's 3 kills for G. Nope, AA steals that, but this feels over. There's a buyback on Viper. Viper still doesn't have 4 points in poison, only 1. He can't slow anyone.
ars-art just won that fight so hard for VP. If he doesn't get the disruption out there, Darkseer dies, no vacuum. I don't think he actually would have been able to use the mech in that fight, and there wouldn't have been a wall for sure. So without that, I would say VP at least have to back and maybe even just flat out lose. But they're going to jump in. I don't know about this. This might be a bridge too far. Another timely disruption. G going ham, but I think he's too squishy to take this tower damage.
Yeah, I think that Slaughter's jump in was just a tactical bait. I mean, he blinked in, baited it out, and he will get disruption to save himself. And when they overextended, bring them down. But
so ars-art for president? Can we make him the president now?
yeah, I think G is making the plays this game. But ars-art,
Okay.
yeah, good support for him.
I would
And,
say
wow,
G's getting carried.
He's carrying hard.
He is 13-1-5, but he had a lot of help mid. Like, let's not forget the CM Shadow Demon ganked his lane like 3 or 4 times. He is definitely playing well. I'm just kind of messy around, but he's had some help at the same time.
Yeah, J4. We can only hope he lands a beautiful black hole with Static Storm thrown on top, but
Well, it is very aesthetically pleasing, a big black hole, you know? It just, it's pretty to look at. Especially with a Razor ult over the top. It's like a lightning storm.
they don't deny the tower.
Was
They
that
give the mid-
Eidolons?
also think about Eidolon.
Oh my god. And
Yeah.
VP are just going to march down mid now, systematically trying to dismantle VP. With the catch-up Midas, it kind of allows them to chill a little bit on the CM, but I mean, honestly, they still have room to grow, but I feel like at this point, PR will be getting a similar amount if they're not consistently ganking and applying pressure. The Asanji Ash up on G. A lot of mid-game items here. I would like to see them keep on fighting. Uh-oh.
Fish. Malefice. That was a quick Malefice as well as Static Storm. Oh, shot missing again. Resistance gets glimpsed back into the Static Storm. Now Black Hole catches three by the Purge. Is it gonna stop that? No. Where's the damage? Light of Heaven going down this time. No wall vacuum for you. Resistance. He gets out of the Black Hole. But G is in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get brought down. But a throw. Not a crush. Lands on 4. It kills the Clockwork off. But G is already dead. And they drop a slow.
Just
Moon,
out of
is that
range.
open wounds? Yeah, I think they're gonna be okay. But nope. Our Venom. Face boots. Yes. AA is wounded up. He's gonna disrupt by some time.
Oh my
But
god.
that was a big
You said Virtus throw. I thought you were kidding, but that is 4 heroes down. They've been leading by 10k gold. It's all of a sudden down to 6k. That was just a really bad fight. And what's funny is the hook shot missed there. It didn't look that good for PR.
All this is calculated.
They dropped the Static Storm just so Slaughter could not crush and instantly kill Disruptor. And Enigma, like, that wasn't the best Static Storm either, or at least it wouldn't feel like it. They didn't get to combo with Black Hole, and they still come out on top. Imagine if they have a good team fight. Now, granted, Black Hole's on cooldown now for a good 2.5 minutes. I don't know, Lysander. It might just be a comeback. We might have a 2-0 sweep here if they keep it up.
J4, man, just saying, suck on that Light of Heaven. Well, that was a good Black Hole, and I like his skill build. He has gone for only 1 point in Black Hole, and this is very important for a lot of Enigma players. That 1 extra level increases your mana cost by 100, but adds only a 10-second cooldown reduction. So it's not worth it. The damage is nice, but it's not worth it at all, and you really want that lesser mana cost for the Black Hole. So.
Yeah, your standard pub player, it's like, oh, hey, cool, I can level up my amazing teamfight ultimate. I'll definitely take a point there, but Ultimately, it doesn't really scale that well. And actually, it's very similar for Disruptor ult. The mana cost goes up, the damage per second gets a bit better, but it's still very strong even at level 1. So I think that's another example of an ult that's not really worth leveling until later on.
Yeah, but Disruptor's one doesn't
Dire's
cost
middle tower has
that
fallen.
much more, and
That's true.
Disruptor doesn't have that much mana problems compared to Enigma. Enigma really has some seriously heavy mana cost on all its spells.
I think normally he doesn't, but this Disruptor's gone treads to try and trank up. So he's only got 540 mana. I mean,
Yeah.
he uses his full... That's like his full combo once, pretty much. But they're going to try and go Roche here. I don't know if they could do this. They're up against the hook shot. They know Black Hole's cooling down. Can PR fight? Maybe there's an Intimidation blanket from your Enigma, but with Amplify damage here, this Roche is going to drop fast.
Yeah, and with this Aegis, they could look for a fight here. Black Hole, 40 seconds. They have 40 seconds to go up, and it's up to PR to stall for the next one. And once again, we see Red Disruptor. Bottom lane, he just TP'd out.
Yeah, what is with Disruptor the past 2 games? He's like he's the split pusher for both teams. It's very unusual to see, but ultimately, hey, I mean, I guess the thing is if he dies, it doesn't really matter as much, and has better AoE than most of these heroes. Like Clockwork can split push from anywhere, and Enigma, Eidolons could just be pushing without the hero being there. Meanwhile, speaking of Enigma, well, he's dead.
Yeah. RIP. I'm not so sure what he was doing so far out there, but BKB was spent there by Resistance, so 70 seconds left on that. He's gone for Blink though, so his damage is not that high, but Amplify will see to that.
Yeah, exactly, and with Slardar, if you eventually get that next item, like the AC, an armlet even potentially, he ends up doing a lot without big damage items.
Yeah, they nearly caught Resistance there. He was a little bit too far out for the clock to make a jump. But now they're gonna TP back, and they have the Lifestealer arm there. So G has to be careful. Despite all the items that Razor has, he just feels very soft.
They're gonna push bottom lane. They do have that ult up from the Razor. I don't know if he looks to push it now, but he is stealing damage from illusions. I really feel like that shouldn't happen, but hey, here you go. 290 damage. Sure, why not?
Yeah,
Dire's
that's
bottom
a
tower
cool
has
mechanic
fallen.
actually. So,
Meanwhile,
oh, now they hook in. Slaughter is in deepest shit here, and he's gonna get brought down. Lifestealer will bring down Killing Spree gone to him as well. So that's gonna stall the push even longer, and now Black Hole's up.
yeah, the buyback comes from Slardar. Interesting little buyback coming
sure.
out from him. He does have BKB online, and they still have Aegis, but I don't know. Forcing that, buying back right now, it is going to somewhat limit their mid and late game skill. He's sitting on 0 gold, so the items he has now, he'll be keeping them.
The worst part, if he dies now to a huge black hole, this could turn really nasty for them. I mean, they have Aegis on G, but if Slaughter dies again, that's extra time left in hell, extra time spent in hell, and they could push down very hard.
Yeah, it's not purgatory. It really is hell. Not getting gold, just sitting there dead and being very, very sad. But for the time being, he does respawn. He'll try and get some kills and accrue some reliable gold that way. Meanwhile, Casual Viper ultimate thrown out. Aghanims is online. This is very annoying to push high ground against. They have an Aegis, but RDG, he's down below half health.
Yep, and they earn him. They earn him up. They
Yes,
have to
double earn. Double the heal. Nope, not really.
Ashes of your enemies, man, makes you tough.
Yes. He's like bathing in those ashes and then, I don't know, eating some as well. They'll earn him one more time. Out of earn charges on ars-art. Speaking of ars-art, he's got the Rod of AUI 2000 here. Casual Rod of Athos pickup. They'll go high ground again.
And oh, Viper Strike goes out. I'm not so sure if he. Oh no, Viper has also. Oh, Viper has his Academ Scepter.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure if you mentioned that. Oh, look at G.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're out of earn charges here, though. I don't know if they can keep up pushy like this. And I'm really feeling like the startup buyback. They could have just waited until he respawned and then done this, because it's not like that anyone was really dead at all. In fact, I think all 5 heroes were alive, and, well, they haven't done that much damage, to be honest.
Yeah, this is what I say. Butter's throw is not just a childhood story or something. It does happen. They do stuff like that that leads to an eventual defeat when it does come, and it's a big mistake, I think. Even though it doesn't really affect him now, it will affect him later on when he gets caught out and has that extremely long death time.
And maybe doesn't have buyback for the next Roshan engagement if it comes to that. It's no buyback for 4 minutes. And Roshan gonna respawn in just anywhere from 4 to 7 minutes. So he'll probably have the cooldown there, but maybe he doesn't have gold for it as well. So could make a difference. But VP, they keep on trying to push in high ground, but it's just a Viper Strike, 2 auto attacks from ZXC, and With no urn charges, G, he just can't kind of tank the frontline damage as well as he'd like. They're smoked up here, by the way. Are they wrapping around?
Look at G. He just wants to bait the Aegis loss, I think.
Hook
They're not
shot's
gonna push it. I
available.
think PR is gonna play very patient. Patience from PR. That's gonna end poorly.
Patience from, well, your Clockwork here, waiting on the sideline. They've got an
I think
ultimate
it's
here.
like, this time G died.
Yeah, hook shot's available. Remember, he does have Aegis. It's okay for him to die once, but he will be dying once. And now they might look to engage on top of him.
Oh, Clem. He's dead.
Now the Blink Crush BKB
no.
combo going on CXC. Can they kill him off? Viper Strike.
Back.
What a hook shot!
It's gonna catch all of them. No, but NS actually gets caught out of that. He doesn't get caught in the black hole, but that's gonna catch all. Resistance, he gets the last smash on Viper. But now, Resistance chasing down FNG. He gets hit by Malefice. G is back into the fight.
Double buyback. Can they do anything here? They just bought back on the Viper. He's gonna focus on G. Turns his attention to the Resistance. They'll blink forward. They'll try to bring G down as well. He's out of that additional damage in just a few seconds. I think he's going down here. 4-step forward. It's a team wipe. See even the Shadow Demon. The throw is strong with this one. They throw away the Aegis. They do get the tier 3. Granted, PR had to use quite a few buybacks there. The Slardar, or sorry, the Viper as well as the Disruptor, but double buyback comes out for VP as well over the past few minutes. A worthwhile trade for PR, and
EGRU, man.
oh my goodness.
Oh, man. When did VP throw laughs?
If they actually go on to lose this game, this would be one of the biggest turnarounds that I have ever seen. Now, maybe not the biggest, but it's up there, Lysander. And I gotta say, credit to PR, because they're defending really well. It's BP maybe overextending a bit, but also PR does great hook shots. And speaking of hook shots, well, we'll have another engagement from Clockwork here. Dead ars-art.
Yep.
And this is where you have your Rod of Atos. It's a cute little pickup, but if he has a 4-staff in some of these fights, maybe his teammates that get hooked end up living.
You know the thing I like about the late game is even if you messed up your skill build early, but once you hit the late game, all your skills get maxed.
You
So
can't mess it up
better
then,
not-
unless you get stats.
Yeah, you can't mess it up anymore.
Radiant's
And
middle tower
second, you can see how badly Slaughter suffers.
Oh
from
no!
that Attack.
NS gonna drop bottom too. What is this Dota from VP? They keep on getting picked off.
Pause, man at pause.
No, there's
Lag. I told you we're not lag.
that's good manners. Come on now.
But
My goodness.
yes. But yeah.
Well, look at this
game
gold and experience graph. This is just going straight down. It seems like everyone is lagging, but I mean, CM would have had to been lagging out for that to explain the death there. Ultimately, I think it's just you go back to some of these aggressive wards they've been placing. They win that team fight. They not only get rid of the Aegis and kill the entire enemy team, force out some buybacks, they also get some aggressive wards up here. And this is where your Razor, as big as he is, I mean, PR have the lockdown to deal with this here, I feel. Black Hole, Hookshot Cogs, you can infest to just dodge away from him, at least so he's not right-clicking your Lifestealer. And ultimately, I think Viper might be the MVP. Just poison attack and Nether Strike the Razor, and, you know, sure, he's got 1,000,000,001 damage. Can he actually hit anyone with it?
Goodham's Viper is no joke. BKB or not, you are not moving. 80% slow on both counts, attack as well as movement. You can't run, you can't even stay and fight. And if you hit him with corrosive skin, yeah, that's a full 100%. I'm not so sure how the mechanics work, but you will be at the lowest form of attack speed at movement.
Nice glimpse back. They'll just disengage safely. They take the tier 2. All of a sudden, this Lifestealer has an Abyssal Blade online, and that means I think they might be able to just focus this Razor down in team fights. He does have Disruption at his side, but it's not the most... I mean, the Disruptions have been on point, but I still feel like maybe you catch out the Shadow Demon before the fight starts, or G just gets isolated, and they can pick him off now. They'll actually go for a smoke. I think VP got to make this one work. And unfortunately, it's just not the best time to smoke. Middle lane's pushed, top lane's pushed, bottom lane's pushed. This is a very obvious smoke, especially when you look at the vision. PR, they see deep into enemy territory. If this works, it's just because PR is not paying attention.
Yeah, well, Moon, he is very close to that. Oh no, he's walking the right way now, so he's okay. But ars-art, Rod of Atos, Light of Heaven, BKB actually, Light of Heaven. That's not gonna save you when you guys all hang around for a black hole. So, black holes have been on the mark this time. Oh, ZSC, he's dead. He's so dead. All the TP supports coming in now. 2.5 seconds. Can he save him? I don't think so. Oh,
Mag.
yeah, he's definitely dead.
They're gonna try and re-engage here, but without the Viper, now G gets isolated. He BKBs, he charges out of the kinetic field. What a turn of events. 3 kills back the other way. It could be 4, it could be 5. It could be a team wipe and a GG right here the other way. VP, Blink Crush, dodged by the raid, but look at the right-click damage. G is going hard, diving the enemy well, going for J4. This will be 4.
No, don't dive. They have buybacks.
No, I think they already used it in the last team fight, actually.
I'm pretty sure.
No buyback on Clockwork, no buyback on Viper, no buyback on Disruptor.
Oh,
That's
okay.
game. Wow.
Okay.
What a weird way for this game to end.
Oh, that respect throw. But I wouldn't say it's a respect throw, but Viper getting caught out there. They're gonna lose at least 2 sets of Rex.
I think the Viper should have been back because I'm looking at their vision. That was a really obvious smoke egg, but to be honest, they could have just let him die. They all dove that after G had stolen 1 billion damage. I just did not like the choice to engage there from PR at all. I think he just let that Viper die.
Oh well, Lifestealer going 1-on-1 against Resistance, gonna get glimpsed back, and that's 2 sets of Rex. Possibly game.
I think, yeah, that's got to be it. It's double racks at 35 minutes. Like, how can you come back from this? This is very hard.
Team wipe now. But they all have money for buyback, so team wipe now is not gonna matter.
My goodness. Lysander, this has been a roller coaster of a series already. And they're going to find NS here. They'll get the Crystal Maiden. It's okay, though. NS has Midas. He'll value Midas a creep. Value Midas a creep. No, he's...
The disruptor. He dies. He actually dies. The BKB as well as the Black Hole comes out, but I think Resistance, he's gonna kill the Enigma. Yeah, smashes him there on spike.
Gotta love that instant tactical buyback from the Resistance. They just took 2 lanes of Rex. Everybody's back farming. There is a Roche up soon, I guess, but I don't think...
want to call it. I'm not calling this game yet.
Yeah, you think they can win? Maybe they can.
I mean, they're weak buybacks now. It could happen. They lose a big fight in the Roche pit, and they just lose.
AC up on the Lifestealer. Maybe they could do it. I don't know, though. You look at G. G has Lifesteal and Butterfly. I don't think I've ever seen a more farmed Razor at this stage of the game. He is 18, 3, and 8 at 36 minutes. He's sitting on 26 kills participated in out of 35, and I feel this Razor, especially with Disruption backing him up, and a Darkseer is just like too fat to fail.
And no Black Hole, so yeah.
Meanwhile, casual blink in, solo kill, and now they're going on DXC. Oh man, this Razor hurts.
Oh man, that's game. That's game. But it was exciting for a moment there. The guys waiting to collect. Some people closing the tab just to look at Dota 2 Lounge, waiting for that trade from the bot.
Yeah, I saw a lot of keep throwing the PR betters out there, but there was no throw in the end. VP salvage it. And to be honest, this was a game they really should have won. I actually think I liked their draft and the way the early game developed, but the VP executed their draft very well. A lot of early smoke ganks, a lot of early pressure, and just the timing. I like the early mech on the Darkseer, that's pretty standard, but Slardar going for the quick Vanguard blink, Razor just going for those mid-game items, and then the way they played it. Like, they didn't sit back and farm, they pushed their advantage with those items, and as a result, they are going to take game 2, and now we go to a deciding game 3.
Yeah, G, well, his good work was nearly messed up there. 19 and 3. Big props to this guy.
What a game. Lysander, who are your rares on? Who's your money on? We do have a game 3 here. It's Russian Dota.
I don't bet rares. I bet socketed Immortals.
Socketed. Well, let me tell you, I think you're pretty bad at this betting thing, because I don't think you get anything extra for those socketed rares. Or Immortals, rather.
Yeah, but...
My goodness.
I'm just too lazy to bet, but I would like to see underdogs win, as always, and... given the way the games are going, I'm not even sure that Power Rangers are the underdogs yet, so... But I think I'll root for whoever pulls off the best show, actually.
Okay, so. Well, let's see who it's going to be, guys. Game 3, our deciding game, our nightcap of this series. By the time today is done, TECHLABS will be over. Na'Vi as well as Empire, they are waiting later in the bracket. Empire in the grand finals, Na'Vi in the loser bracket finals. Winner of this match moves on to play Na'Vi in about 3 hours' time. We're going to a game 3. We'll be right back.